Look who Wasserman Shultz just hired after she learned about trouble with her IT guy. The former IT aide of Debbie Wasserman Shultz, Imran Awan, has been indicted on 4 counts, including bank fraud and making false statements. This comes after numerous reports that he tried to flee the country back to Pakistan. Now, after she learned about the trouble with her IT guy, she found a new replacement, according to American Lookout. There's a new bombshell in the Debbie Wasserman Shultz IT scandal. After her former IT aide was arrested at the airport as he tried to flee the U.S., something new was learned. Luke Rosiak of the Daily Caller went on Fox News to say what that was. Watch the report via Fox News video. Case expands against Wasserman Shultz, ex-IT aide. From the video, Luke Rosiak, I'll give you some information that I haven't reported anywhere else. Wasserman Shultz was informed that there was trouble with this guy and his whole family way back in September of 2016. And it was after she learned that she went out of her way to hire the wife. So her only IT guy for 10 years was Imran. After she learns that something weird is going on, she makes the decision to go out of her way to hire his wife as well. Then, of course, we see that the wife left the country and she, Wasserman Shultz, continued to pay Imran. And how much did they get paid? Upwards of $6 million after she learned that something strange was going on with Imran Awan. Wasserman Shultz to go out of her way to hire Imran's wife. Who would do that? Debbie Wasserman proved herself to be a fraud in all of this, and now she will be paying for her dirty games. What is Debbie Wasserman hiding? I would assume a lot.
While the media obsesses over the latest rumors coming out of the White House, well, it seems that another story is getting a pass.
The story of Debbie Wasserman Schultz's former IT aide, who's now facing multiple federal charges, including conspiracy and making false statements. Luke Rosiak is an investigative reporter for the Daily Caller and joins us live from our nation's capital. So, Luke, initially it was just a single case of, I think, mail fraud or bank fraud or something like that, and now it's growing. What's going on?
Well, they've now added, in addition to Imran Awan, we also have his wife, Hannah Alvey, added to these 4 felony counts. She was actually also working for Wasserman Shultz, and basically what they're being charged with is lying and stealing a bunch of money in an attempt to bolt for the exit because they learned about a broader investigation that continues. So what we're seeing here isn't the end, it's more of a symptom than the root of what's going on here, which is since 2016, a criminal investigation into cybersecurity issues and a wide-ranging theft operation on Capitol Hill.
And once this investigation became more well-known, you had members on Capitol Hill that pulled out from paying this man anything back in February. But Debbie Wasserman Shultz, even while the investigation was still going on up until, I think, July, continued to pay this man, and she still stands by that. She says, I believe that I did the right thing and I would do it again. There are times when you can't be afraid to stand alone and you have to stand up for what's right. It would have been easier for me to just hire him. Another interesting point, another interesting point from the Daily Caller, though, between him and his family, they made at least $4 million, right, since 2009?
Yeah, it was actually more like $6 million, and the way that Wasserman Shultz has treated this guy hasn't been consistent with this typical boss-employee relationship, especially on Capitol Hill, and especially with just an IT guy. I'll give you some information that I haven't reported anywhere else. Wasserman Shultz was informed that there was trouble with this guy and his whole family way back in September of 2016, and it was after she learned that she went out of her way to hire the wife. So her only IT guy for 10 years was Imran. After she learns that something weird is going on, she makes the decision to go out of her way to hire his wife as well. And then, you know, of course, we see that the wife left the country and she continued to pay Imran.
Unbelievable. It just gets curiouser and curiouser. Luke, thank you very much for breaking that news with us.
Actually, it's not curious at all. They're criminals, and they should all go to jail. And Debbie Wasserman should be the first to go, before even Imran. Believe me, this is the criminal. At least we know Imran is doing it for the money and whatever. This witch over here, what is she doing? She's taking these kind of actions. It's disturbing to say the least. And then she says that it's because of racism. That's why you know, they're attacking Imran. I mean, really? Listen, Democrats, your game is over. People are finding out slowly but surely. We're going to